Yeah, we know who to blame.
Come on in, come on in.
Was somebody a fan of wrestling when they named you? Just curious.
Oh, man, the fabulous creatures.
Yeah.
All right, so for any water park, doesn't matter if you're indoor or outdoor, you must have great filtration. When Epic Water was built and designed, we made sure that we picked the right individuals to actually design and build this, and also spec out our facility. Through the use of, or through our partners with Rainmaker and Whitewater, as well as working with the equipment specialists with the DE filters, which we utilize Defenders. We were able to use, basically at the time in 2018, the state-of-the-art equipment to disinfect and filter our water within the facility. When we come inside, you're going to see the large DE filters. You're going to see the UV filters, as well as all of our chemicals, our chemical stations, as well as all of our pumps. This is basically the heart of the entire facility. This was what keeps everything safe and inviting for all of our guests. So as we come right on in, fill in the space right here.
Yeah, that looks
So of course this is a fun place for me. Outside is a fun place for all of y'all. We started lovingly loving because we adore these filters. These are DE filters, which are Defender 2s, which are automated systems. Basically it pumps, whenever the differentials are off, it pumps for itself. What our techs do is make sure that the differentials stay within parameters to where if we have to recharge the system, then of course we take that harbor light that we purchase through our vendors and do that by ourselves. But for as far as the filtration goes, these are the Cadillac of filtration. Making sure that we filter out all the nastiness that could possibly harm you inside the water. Now on top of that, you'll see these pieces pour down all the way. Those are our UV systems. So what the DE filter does not pick up and destroy, those UV filters do the job. So now we're talking about the chloramines in the system, the combined chlorines, the smell of chlorine as you go into an indoor facility. Well, hopefully as you enjoyed Epic Waters today, or will tonight, that you won't have that overwhelming smell of chlorine hitting you in the face as you enjoy all of our attractions. Now, even with that, if there are those chances that that might happen, we have state-of-the-art air filtration as well. And we'll be talking about that as we get onto the pool deck. But we also have, of course, the retractable roof. Make this an outdoor water park just as much as an indoor one. But as you see, filtration, all of our UV filters, peel off all the nastiness that can happen in your water, and with our state-of-the-art, awesome maintenance team that makes sure that it's checked every single hour and monitored every single minute, even when we are not gone, or when we are gone. This place is definitely safe to come and utilize and have fun in our water. So we're going to come in this way, and we're going to come down this way. You'll see the bags, the top of all of our facility, our pumper mist, as well as all the pumps that are needed to actually make this whole water park run. Look down this way.
How many gallons of turnovers are we talking per day?
Per day, it's anywhere from about 10 to 12.
Typical turnovers?
Full turnovers. Okay, so this is the awesomeness that keeps all of our pumps, or actually all of our water heated. So this is our boiler station. We have 3 boilers inside, 2 of which that run at a time. So it rotates off, making sure that we don't overrun all of our boilers that are inside here. As well as our potable water that's utilized for our showers, utilized for our kitchen and other areas. So everything that's in here is basically what's used to heat what's out there. So we heat our water anywhere from about 84 to 85 degrees, 86 degrees, just running around in there, and utilize and usually keep our air temperature right around that same time. Now the great thing about this facility, it is a kind of a greenhouse effect type of facility, so it can actually maintain a lot of the heat just through sunlight during the day. So usually it's not working overtime to try to keep this place heated for everybody to enjoy. So as you'll see as you walk by, we have these 3 boilers, and then of course our holding tank for all of our potable water as well. All right? From here, I'm sorry, go
How
ahead.
does that work as compared to an induced draft heater?
I have no clue.
You're getting too technical now.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Well, I could also put a flame underneath the bowl and try to heat it that way. It's not as good though.
Right?
All right. Any other questions? Fantastic. We're going to go up into our loading dock area. We'll kind of peek inside. It is kind of cooler up there, so we'll kind of bypass there. Kind of show you where the, kind of point out where the chemicals are stored. Our chemicals are not stored down here as it pertains to our acid, CO2, chlorine, those types of things. Those are going to be up in our dock area. But it is kind of cold out there, so we can get back into the water park and talk about our attraction. All right, let's go on up.
My knees don't work upstairs.
A lot warmer out there than it is here. So you have that portion as well as that portion down that way. So what does not retract is anything that's over these metal ducts. So that part of the roof actually does not retract at all. But the very top of our slide tower does. There's a small portion that does retract. So again, we're talking about a convertible water park where we can open up the roof get that smell of chlorine out of here, but also maintain about a 10 to 15 degree difference than what it is outside. So let's say it's a 100-degree day outside, we can maintain about 89 to 90 degrees in here because we have the convection occurring inside the building. It heats up, it rises, escapes out the roof, thus you can keep it about 10 to 15 degrees cooler in here than it is outside, even if it's nasty, nasty hot. Also gives those areas, a lot of areas, all of that shade that you really want in the water park. So now let's talk about some of our attractions. I think there's probably let's walk this way, I'll give you a little bit better vantage point. Tonight. I'm sorry. It's sitting at about 50 to 56 degrees, somewhere around in there right now. But in February, we are actually having a polar plunge. So if y'all want to come back, then come enjoy our polar plunge for $40. You get a nice commemorative t-shirt. You get the all proceeds go to our Playground Adventures, which is our all-inclusive playground. That is located back into the lift back there. It's free to get in. Unfortunately, it is closed due to COVID, but it's a great feature because it's an all-inclusive playground here in Texas. That's going to be great for everybody to enjoy. But the outdoor wave pool, within the next 2 years, will be covered as well. So we are talking about this big portion here, as well as another portion out here, along with a couple of new attractions that we'll announce once we're able to get to that point. So not only do you get this, you'll get this, and we're going to make it a much more bigger Epic Waters. Epic Waters is already epic, now it's going to be epicer. I like that, that's a good word, I'm going to trademark that. Let's go this way. That are first to the con here at Epic Waters. This first one is what we call the Yellow Jacket Drop. Named eventually after something that I named this run. Isn't that cool? Anyways, it's the first double or fusion slide for a two-rider. What it is that outside there is a constriction coil inner tube slide along with our Boomerango. So what we have is a really tight coil that you go up into, you gotta get that speed right into that 20-foot drop into that 50-foot wall. So there you go, they go in, is my favorite slide out of all of them, for me. Alright?
You can never tell.
We'll get a great picture out of the market. Alright, so another feature that we do, or another attraction that we have, that's first of their kind, is the Aquasphere, or what we call the Aquanaut. It's the first of its kind because it's the first time that they get an indoor version of this slide for 2 riders. So taking up these yellow or blue tubes actually, you'll go to the top, and that's starting at a 52-foot platform, 40-foot platform. You go into these spheres, and when you're inside, one of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to go to the next one going forward, or the next one, you're going backwards down the slide. So the cool thing is you don't know what the experience is each time you slide down the slide. So that means you have to go like 5 or 6 times before you get all versions allowed to slide that slide. So really, really cool feature slide. Any questions on those 2? Both of which are first of their kind. Another vantage point that I always want to point out is if you look up, you can see all of these different slides all entwined. Now remember, all these slides are built somewhere else, right? So the engineers had to, every single inch, build this slide somewhere else, and to actually put it here is absolutely amazing. So I always like to look up at this vantage point and see all 6 of these slides all turning around each other as they come into the catch pools and the runouts below. It's really, really cool stuff. So the next one that I want to point out is the first of its kind because it's the tallest indoor aqua lift in North America, which is the Lasso Loop. It starts at a 70-foot platform, which if you look up, it comes straight down. So you have a 50-foot, about a 50-foot free fall before the slide catches you, sends you uphill to 63 feet, sends you back down in the run out below. What a cool slide! I love that slide because I was the first one to ever ride down it. So pretty cool stuff there. The next one is the Prairie Plunge. And again, if you look straight up, it starts at a 70-foot platform. And you go straight down. It lasts less than 3 seconds. And you're going at a speed of about 30 miles an hour. Cool stuff. These 4 slides that go all the way around, these 2 loving slides right here are mountain racers on Wizards, or what we call the E-Racer. This is a mat slide where you are on a blue mat, on your chest, head first, going down the slide. Awesome slide too. The blue, pink, The green slide is pitch black. You can't see what's happening during the daylight. Yellow one, yeah, a little bit of sunlight getting through there. Now, of course, at night, yeah, it'll be a little bit darker. But for the most part, everything's pitch black. Enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. The heavier you are, the faster you're going to go. So, Mom and Dad, you're always going to win. All right? No kids, sorry. Better luck next time. All right? Our last slide that we have, you can barely see it out there, so we can blue slide. There's no like Texas twin. It's a money slide that starts at about a 50-foot platform, and it's a pretty long slide. It lasts for about 12 seconds, and you don't know what's happening inside the slide. For body slides, that slide is just straight up crazy. All in all, you have 9 slides coming up. Our slides are 3 first of their kind. This is epic, right? We talk about epic. We also have to talk about the little ones too. This is what we call Rascals Roundup. Rascal is the city's mascot. So we lovingly call it Rascals Roundup. 3 slides coming off the slide tower, as well as our 300-gallon bucket that dips every few minutes. About 1.5 foot in its deepness. It's a lovely place for the kids and parents to enjoy and have a good time. Guys, so for one of our last attractions, for one more in the corner, this is our activity pool. So it's our deepest portion of the indoor water park at 5 feet. At certain times, right now we're doing a little bit of a refurbishment. We have a floating shark. So envision a floating shark right there called Ben. He's a little indisposed at the moment. But this is a great activity pool for families to enjoy. And as you saw today, for those that were here, and everybody plays basketball in here. It's a lot of fun. So a really interactive pool. A lot of people have fun with it. Of course, with our cabanas right next to it, that are the service cabanas that we rent out on a daily basis as well. All right, we're going to go across the bridge to the end, and then talk about the flow rider, and then it's all about having fun tonight, right? the end of tonight, you have to be raising your hand because you have to check out the Flow Rider when you have a chance, alright? It is one of those attractions that you get better at each time you ride. So when you are actually on the ride, we have specialized trainers that will actually show you how to actually maneuver on the slide or on the ride, actually hydroplaning back and forth on the sheet of water. Basically what's happening, there's a motor and a bump underneath the actual attraction, sucks the water and it pushes the water out. It's almost like you're putting your thumb over a garden hose. That's basically the same premise. It's shooting water out as a sheet of water which you can actually hydroplane on and do different tricks. So as you'll see through the night, you'll actually see individuals get up on your knees or get down on your chest or even stand up on the flow board, which we actually have flow boards right here that you can learn actually how to stand up on and actually stand up surf. So it's actually a really, really cool attraction. It's also a cool attraction in the sense that Epic Waters has been named the Flow Rider headquarters for Nationals and Worlds. We're missing out on this year, and hopefully we're crossing our fingers that we will be able to have it in 2021. So hopefully we can announce that soon, but we're still holding our breath on the chance that we actually did get awarded that. So cross your fingers for us. And of course, this is a great attraction to ride, but it's also a great attraction to watch. That's why we have a full service bar right next to it. So where you can actually get yourself a drink from a wine to a beer to even a mixed drink while you're watching people crash and burn on our ride, right? Yeah. Fantastic. Does anybody have any questions about Epic Waters? It's all about having fun tonight, right? Yeah! Well, on behalf of Randall, who could not be here, as well as all of our management team and all of our team that you're going to be meeting tonight, we say thank you for choosing us for your night tonight. I hope everybody has an epic evening, all right? Yeah!